afternoon. My name is Stella. I'm 12 years old and I'm from SK Gana-Gana right now. Today, we're going to make a mouth-watering food. That is bosou ikan, one of the most traditional main food in the cultural and tribe in Dusun. First, the main ingredient is we need meat. Any type of meat is possible. But today we're going to make bosou ikan. So we would have to use fresh fish from the river. This fish is fermented for 3 days using two main ingredients, salt and pangi. The name in English is football fruit or scientific name Pangium adio. This is cold rice and this is bunga kantan. It's one of the second main ingredients we need. The scientific name for this is Athelinger athetior. English, we call it ginger flower. We need ginger, bird eye chilies or white peppers, chives, wild ginger, mainly like this but different, and I've explained this, pangi and salt. After this, I will teach you how to make bosou ikan from scratch. So, I've already aligned all our ingredients. First, we need protection. Protection comes first because when we want to make something, we must have to be clean. To get started, we have to have a bowl, of course, putting all the ingredients inside this. It depends which bowl or what bowl you're going to use. Anything will be perfect. The main thing is the bowl is clean. So, first, we're going to put in some rice. Mix this rice up first. Okay. Slowly put it up. If you want to make a delicious bosou, you have to do it with your heart. Love is the first thing you need to put in the food. Okay. Secondly, we put in our fermented fish. I told you, this fish has a backstory origin. Bosou was made in the early Middle Age people. Our Dusun people, our grand and moyangs, were living in the forest all the time. When they didn't have rice, they used to make bosou, to make it for their families, of course. Making it so that when it was the starving years or months, they could eat bosou for whole weeks. Bosou is a very special and unique food. It's one of the delicious food we could ever have. Bosou can stay for weeks and weeks and weeks. Or months or even years. I have bosou from years ago and it still tastes great. Mix this all up very well. Remember, we need to have them mixed very up. To get the flavors, we need them all mixed up. Mainly, my mom teaches me to eat bosou when I was little. But I didn't really like bosou. It didn't really fit my taste. But when I got older, I realized that the unique taste of bosou would always change me. It always would remind me of the days when I used to hate bosou. I regretted those days. After all these are mixed well, let's put this. All ingredients and mix it up. Depends on how many you have. We'll take this ginger, wild ginger, bunga kantan, or flower ginger, or the scientific name, Athelinger athetior. This bird eye chilies, or white peppers, spread it around, sprinkle it in, maybe a little bit more. It's not really spicy, but it has a deep taste that has a kick to it. Chives. We need a lot of chives. Sprinkle it in. One more? Yes, sprinkle it in a little more. Yes. We can have as many as chives because it also mixed. So, after this, we're going to have these two other ingredients. This has a single touch. This can make it fermented, and this activation for the basou. Let's mix it in, guys. Mix it real well. We must have it all covered up. I love basou a lot. It will always be a reminder to us all that we have to be grateful that our ancestors made this recipe for us, passing down to generations and generations. Be grateful that we are Sabahan. Be proud, Sabah Maju Jaya, great to Sabah. Mix it in, mix it in. We're almost done. We have to mix it in, mix, mix. You can mix it in any way, any way you are comfortable with. The important thing is we mix it with love and greatness. Okay, now we take some salt, more salt, and more salt. Yes. Now we take this panyum elador or football fruit. Sprinkle it in. Okay. Now we mix it in, mix it in, mix it in. Talking about the traditional food always reminds me that if you have something you have to share it with others. Whether it's unique or traditional, or maybe you think someone wouldn't like it, you have to share it. Someone out there would like our uniqueness and our food. And this is why I love Sabah so much. There's more I would like to share, but today we're just gonna talk about basou ikan. Okay, it looks like we're almost done. Okay, finishing products. Take off our gloves. This is the final product. You may enjoy this dish after 1 week with rice and other dishes.